Welcome to the deep dive.
Hey there.
So our mission today, it's pretty specific. We're hunting for like the ultimate hands-free camera setup.
Yeah, the dream setup.
Exactly. For that walk and talk style vlog, where you need to just talk for maybe 15, 20 minutes straight.
Continuously, without stopping the recording.
Yeah, no breaks in the flow.
And well, the reality is physics gets in the way, doesn't it?
Seems like it.
What we're seeing from the sources is that the really sleek devices, the ones people actually want to wear day to day,
The smart glasses.
right, the true smart glasses, they struggle with that endurance piece.
What is that? Heat, battery.
Both, really. Compact designs, sealed batteries. It means they just can't handle long, continuous recording. They overheat or the battery drains too fast.
Okay, so we've got this built-in conflict then, style versus stamina.
Pretty much. Form versus function.
So that's our plan today. We're pitting the top smart glasses, the stylish ones, against the best wearable Action cameras.
Which aren't glasses, but they do the hands-free job.
Exactly. And we're going to judge them on 4 key things for any serious vlogger.
Okay.
Max continuous recording time, the big one.
Yeah.
Audio quality, absolutely crucial.
Can't have bad audio.
Nope. Then reliability, will it actually work when you need it? And finally, workflow speed. How fast can you get your stuff posted?
Sounds like a good plan. Let's unpack the contenders.
All right. Section 1, the smart glasses. Style contenders.
And we have to start with the big one.
The Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses.
Yeah.
The Gen 2s from 2023.
Yeah. They look good, about 50 grams. Feel like normal Wayfarers. Pretty comfortable. They're kind of the standard for that integrated style.
Totally. But okay, here's my first question. If our goal is that 15, 20-minute continuous take, doesn't their recording limit kind of kill them right out of the gate? Isn't it still really short?
It is the major hurdle, and it perfectly highlights those physical limits we talked about.
So what is the limit now? It was 60 seconds originally, right?
It was. They did do a firmware update, pushed it up, but the maximum continuous clip length is still only 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Wow, okay, better than 1, but...
Yeah, a big jump, relatively speaking, but if you hit 3 minutes and 1 second, it stops.
Why? Just heat.
Internal heat management and, battery conservation, it's a hard stop.
Okay, 3 minutes is fine for maybe an Instagram story clip, but for a deep dive talk,
Yeah.
it's a flow killer, total killer.
Absolutely.
Is there any way around that? Any hack?
There is one way, technically, but it's got catches. They can record continuously for up to 30 minutes if you use the live stream feature.
Okay, so you're not recording locally.
Exactly. You have to be tethered to your phone, streaming live to Facebook or Instagram.
Right, so it gets around the internal heat limits that.
It does, but now you're totally dependent on your phone's connection, your phone's battery.
And the quality is probably compressed for streaming.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same as a high-quality native recording, so it's a workaround, but maybe not the solution we're looking for.
Okay, so video length is the big weakness.
Right.
But where do the Ray-Bans supposedly shine?
Audio. Definitely audio.
Which is huge for a talking vlog, obviously.
Critical. They have this 5-microphone array, captures spatial audio.
5 mics.
And among all the glasses-type devices, the Metas genuinely have the clearest voice pickup. They handle wind noise better than others, too.
So if audio quality is your absolute #1 priority.
And yeah, the Meta glasses are the clear winner in that specific category. No contest, really, among the glasses.
And another point, maybe more ethical, the recording light.
Oh yeah, that's important. The Meta glasses have a pretty bright, obvious LED recording light right on the front.
So people around you know you're filming.
Exactly. It's good for transparency, helps avoid awkward situations, much better than something super stealthy.
We did look at others, right? Like the old Snap spectacles.
Yeah, briefly. The Spectacles 3 were hard capped at 60 seconds per sequence anyway. Plus, they're discontinued, very tied to the Snap ecosystem. Not really a fit here.
And wasn't there another one, Solos AirGo?
The current Solos AirGo Vision, yeah. Kind of surprising, but it doesn't actually record video at all.
No. Wait, what? Seriously?
Seriously, just photos and AI queries. They say a future V2 model aims for HD video and swappable batteries, which is interesting, but the current one, not a contender for vlogging.
Okay, so bottom line for smart glasses, specifically the Ray-Ban Meta, great style, top-tier integrated audio, decent transparency.
But that 3-minute video limit is a major, major roadblock for the mission we set out.
Right. Style over stamina, confirmed.
Okay, so if the glasses aren't quite cutting it for endurance.
We need to look at devices built for performance first. The wearable Action cams.
And the one that really jumps out for solving that core problem, the long clips, seems to be the Insta360 GO3. Came out in 2023.
GO3. Okay. How does it stack up on clip length?
This is where it shines. It can record clips natively up to 15 minutes long at 1080p.
15 minutes. Okay, that's way more like it. 5 times longer than the Ray-Ban.
Exactly. And it also has a loop recording mode, which can go for 30 minutes, continuously overwriting the oldest footage.
So 15 minutes native recording, that definitely beats the 3-minute cap.
Absolutely crushes it for this specific need.
And for walk and talk, stabilization is everything.
Yeah.
You can't have bouncy footage.
Right. People will click away instantly. The GO3 uses Insta360's flow state stabilization.
Which is generally really good, right?
Yeah, it's excellent. It's gyro-based, really smooths things out, even if you're walking quickly or moving around a bit.
And how do you wear it? Is it bulky?
That's the other clever part. The camera itself is tiny, only 35 grams. It comes with this magnetic pendant you wear under your shirt.
Oh, okay, so it just sticks to your chest through the fabric.
Yeah, very discreet. Gives you that first-person POV without being obvious or clunky.
Nice. And video quality. Better than the Metas.
Noticeably better, yeah. The GO3 can go up to 2.7K resolution. The Metas are capped at 1080p, and it's, a smaller sensor, so you get crisper footage from the GO3.
And can you control it hands-free? Like start, stop recording?
It does support voice commands, so you could, in theory, string together multiple 15-minute clips without touching it.
Okay, GO3 sounds like a strong contender. What about alternatives? You mentioned DJI.
Yeah, the DJI Action 2, it's a bit older, from 2021, and you can often find it heavily discounted now, which is appealing.
And clip length.
It can actually go even longer than the GO3 for a single continuous take at 1080p. We're talking around 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay, that's impressive runtime, but...
I
feel like there's a but coming. Didn't the Action 2 have some issues?
Oh, yeah. The big one, the infamous one, overheating. It's critical to understand this. If you try to push the Action 2, like recording at 4K resolution or high frame rates like 60 pps,
yeah,
it is notorious for overheating and just shutting down, sometimes in as little as 5 minutes.
Wow. Okay, so that 20-25 minute figure is only at lower settings.
Exactly. That's specifically for its 1080p long-form recording setting. You absolutely have to manage the heat actively. Stick to 1080p, maybe give it breaks.
So it's capable, but requires careful handling. How do you wear that one?
It also uses a magnetic system, usually with a lanyard around your neck so it sits on your chest.
Similar POV to the GO3 pendant, then?
Pretty similar, yeah. And one potential advantage over the GO3 and the smart glasses, the Action 2 has swappable battery modules.
Oh, interesting. So you could carry spares.
Yep. If you have extra batteries, your total overall recording time isn't limited, even if individual clips might need heat management.
Okay, let's dive deeper into some of those critical factors. Audio quality and maybe editing pain points.
Good idea. Let's start with audio. We already established the Ray-Ban Meta is king here, right?
Yeah. 5 mics, good wind handling, best you can get in glasses.
Right. So how do the Action cams compare? Because like you said, bad audio ruins everything.
Especially for a talking vlog.
And, well, this is where they fall short, pretty significantly, actually.
Not bad at it.
Both the Insta360 GO3 and the standalone DJI Action 2 module, they only use a single microphone.
Just one.
Just one. It's serviceable. Okay, for maybe some casual background action, but for clear voice narration.
Probably not great.
Yeah, they're easily overwhelmed by wind or just, busy street noise. Ambient sound can really drown out your voice.
So if you pick the GO3 for its long clips, you're making a definite trade-off on the built-in audio quality.
Absolutely. You have to accept that the microphone is its weakest link.
Is there anything you can do about the GO3's audio? Or is it just, that's what you get?
There is actually a clever little trick with the GO3.
Oh, yeah?
You can connect your smartphone via Bluetooth and use your phone's microphone as the audio source for the GO3's recording.
Okay, that would definitely improve the quality. Most phone mics are decent.
Way better quality,
But now it's not really hands-free anymore, is it?
Exactly. Defeats the purpose a bit. Now you have to figure out where to put your phone to get good audio pickup. Adds complexity back into the setup.
Right. Okay, moving on to reliability. That overheating thing. For someone doing a long take, the absolute worst nightmare is finding out the camera stopped recording halfway through without you noticing.
Oh, totally. Devastating.
So how do they compare on avoiding that thermal shutdown?
Well, here's where the Ray-Ban Meta's limitation actually becomes a weird kind of advantage.
How so?
Because it's capped at 3 minutes by software and battery protection before it typically gets hot enough to thermally throttle. It's actually incredibly reliable within those limits.
I see. It never gets the chance to overheat because the recording stops first anyway.
Pretty much. You press record, you are almost guaranteed to get exactly a 3-minute clip every single time. It won't randomly shut down from heat mid-clip.
Okay, predictable, even if short. What about the action cams?
They require more discipline, maybe. The GO3 is generally better behaved than the Action 2, but it does still have a thermal cutoff. You'll likely hit it after about 25 minutes or so if you're recording at the higher 1440p resolution.
So you can get that long take, but you might need to be mindful of the time and the ambient temperature, especially if you're pushing the quality settings.
Exactly. And the DJI Action 2, well, that needs constant vigilance regarding heat.
Right. Stick to 1080p?
Absolutely. To reliably get those 20 to 25-minute takes, you must use 1080p. And even then, if it's a hot sunny day or you're indoors in a warm room,
It might still struggle.
you might need to give it a quick cool down break between long clips just to be safe. Avoid that emergency shutdown.
Okay. Reliability is tied to managing expectations and settings. Now, workflow. Getting the clips off the device and ready to share. How fast is the Meta?
Super fast. The MetaView app is really designed for that quick, raw sharing experience.
Because the clips are short.
Yeah, short clips, Wi-Fi transfer is quick, and it's geared towards sharing directly to Instagram or Facebook, mostly vertical video.
So shoot and post almost immediately.
Pretty much. You could probably shoot a 3-minute clip and have it posted in under a minute if you wanted to. For that kind of rapid multi-snippet style, the workflow is unbeatable.
Okay. But the GO3 sounds like it offers more creative control later.
Way more flexibility. The Insta360 app is really built for creators. It has this feature called Free Frame.
What does that do?
You basically record your video once, capturing a wide field of view. Then in the app, after you've filmed, you can choose your aspect ratio.
Oh, neat. So you can export the same clip as vertical for TikTok, horizontal for YouTube, square for Insta.
Exactly. Vertical 9.16, horizontal 16.9, square 1.1, all from the same original recording. Plus, the app has decent built-in editing, reframing tools. You can add text, stickers. It's much more versatile.
The downside is probably file transfer takes longer. Bigger files.
Yeah, slightly slower transfers because the files are larger, higher resolution, but the flexibility is huge.
Okay, but let's talk about the elephant in the editing room. Stitching clips together.
Yeah.
If I use the Ray-Bans and I do, say, 5 3-minute clips using the voice command to restart,
Yep.
do they just flow seamlessly? Or do we have a bunch of separate files I need to manually join?
It's the second one. And it's genuinely a pain point. None of these devices we've talked about, not the Ray-Bans, not the GO3 using sequential clips, none of them auto-stitch segments together perfectly.
Seriously, even with voice commands.
Especially with voice commands on the Ray-Ban Meta, there's a noticeable 1-second gap between when one clip ends and the next one successfully starts recording.
So you end up with these little pauses or breaks between each 3-minute chunk.
Exactly. Which means you have to take all those clips into a third-party editor like CapCut or something and manually trim out those gaps and stitch the segments together.
That sounds tedious.
Yeah,
And kind of defeats the flow aspect.
it totally does. It's the hidden workload, the unseen cost of trying to use the stylish smart glasses for content that's longer than their native limit. Manual stitching is required. Okay. Before we wrap up with final picks, maybe a quick word on the legal side, especially for our listener potentially filming in Canada.
Oh yeah, good call. The legality of recording people, especially in public, always important. What's the key thing to know in Canada?
The main concept under the Criminal Code, Section 184, is one-party consent for audio recording.
One-party consent, meaning
Meaning, if you are part of the conversation and as the vlogger speaking, you definitely are then recording that conversation's audio is generally legal. You don't need the consent of everyone else involved in the audio capture.
okay, that covers the audio part. What about the video filming people's faces in public?
Generally speaking, filming in public spaces, sidewalks, parks, plazas has a low expectation of privacy. So video recording is usually considered legal there.
But not everywhere.
Right. The moment you step onto private property that's accessible to the public, like inside a store, a mall, a cafe.
They can set their own rules.
Exactly. The property owner has the right to prohibit filming, and you need to respect that if they ask you to stop or leave.
And going back to the recording light, that visibility helps.
It helps a lot. Having a visible indicator like that bright LED on the Ray-Ban Meta is really recommended. It provides transparency, lets bystanders know what's happening.
Less chance of conflict.
Right. The Insta360 GO3's LED, on the other hand, is much more subtle, which means you, the user, need to be a bit more ethically mindful about when and where you're recording with it.
Good point. Be aware of your surroundings and the device's visibility. Okay, let's bring it all together then. Time for the final recommendations for that hands-free vlogger who needs those long, continuous takes.
All right, so weighing everything, especially that crucial factor of clip length and stability for long talks, our top overall recommendation has to be the Insta360 GO3.
Why the GO3 overall?
It just wins decisively on the core mission requirement, endurance. That 15-minute native clip length or 30 minutes loop recording is key, plus great stabilization, high video quality, and that super versatile app for editing and reframing later.
Even with the weaker audio.
Even with the weaker built-in audio, yeah, it's a trade-off. But for long-form walk and talk, its performance advantages seem to outweigh that single mic limitation for most users needing duration.
Okay, but what if style and audio quality are absolutely non-negotiable? If someone really wants glasses?
Then, the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 is still the best true smart glass option available right now. You get the best integrated audio, the best style.
But you have to accept the downsides.
You absolutely have to accept the 3-minute clip limit and, crucially, the significant hassle of manually stitching those clips together in post-production if you need longer content. It's a commitment.
Got it. And the third option, the DJI.
The DJI Action 2 slots in as maybe the best bet if your absolute priority is the longest possible, continuous, uninterrupted recording time today, and you're okay with the chest POV.
If you can manage the heat.
If you diligently manage the heat, stick religiously to 1080p, then yeah, you can reliably get those 20 to 25-minute takes, and often now at a really good price because it's older hardware.
Okay, GO3 for overall performance and length, Meta for style and audio with stitching pain, Action 2 for maximum runtime with heat management. Makes sense?
So, looking at this landscape, all these trade-offs, what does it suggest about where things are heading?
Yeah, what's the next evolution here? It feels like we're stuck choosing.
Well, here's maybe the provocative thought to leave folks with. This whole forced choice we've been discussing, style versus endurance, great audio versus long clips, it really boils down to two things: sealed batteries and thermal limits.
Right. The glasses can't dissipate heat well, and the battery can't sustain long recordings.
Exactly. But what if that changes? We mentioned that rumored Solos AirGo V2 or maybe a future Ray-Ban update. What if they successfully integrate swappable batteries into the glasses' form factor?
Swappable batteries and glasses. Huh, that would change things.
Wouldn't it? You could potentially manage heat better by swapping, and you'd solve the endurance problem instantly. Carry a few tiny batteries, record for hours.
Wow. Yeah, that could finally merge the best of both worlds, the style and amazing audio of the smart glasses.
With the long take recording power we currently only get from the Action cams.
Eliminating this whole painful